Okay, how Jesus helped people discover their wants. This is practice 2 on page 200. So last week you talked about the word works and wants. You got to sit together and sort of dive below the surface and recognize the importance of recognizing, of knowing and owning where everything is coming from in our lives. There's a way to do this and there's a way not to do it. Sometimes as a parent, right? I have 2 teenage daughters. Sometimes as a parent, I already know what's going on, right? I know they're saying one thing or they're doing one thing, and I am aware of what's happening, of why they're doing it, of what they're looking for, what they need that they're not stating, but they're trying to get it by acting out or by misbehaving or whatever it is. The way to help someone discover their wants is not necessarily to point it out. You think you want this, but you actually want this. That isn't always helpful, because most of the time when somebody comes at us, we shut down. Right? We withdraw. Think about grace and truth, practicing grace and truth with others. Helping someone discover their wants always happens inside the matrix of high grace and high truth. So it's high connection, high relationship, high responsibility. We're fully invested in helping someone else discover their wants. When you think about the word discover, in order for me to discover something, I need you not to tell me. If I'm going to go digging and I'm going to go on search for something, I need you not to show me exactly where you think it is or tell me exactly what you think it is. One of the most tempting things to do in discipleship with people is to just tell them how we would fix their problem. Well, if I were you, here's what I would do. Well, here's why this is a problem, because discipleship is very personal. Jesus meets me where I am. He strategically made me a certain way. He's gifted me. He's called me. I have certain tendencies. I have certain failures. I have certain flaws. My flesh works against me in certain ways. We are not the same. We might both be moms of teenage daughters, but we still are not the same person. And what I need to grow more like Jesus is different than what you need in the exact same situation to grow more like Jesus. And so when someone is helping me discover my wants, I don't need them to tell me what they would do or what they wouldn't do. I need them to help me discover what God is asking me to do. What's the invitation inside of my heart? And so the way that Jesus did this was he met people in grace and truth, and he was able to ask the right questions. And here's what you have to know. Everybody's like, I don't know how to ask good questions. Anything worth doing well is worth doing poorly at first. None of us ever start out being an all-star at what we do. We do it over and over and over again until we're good at doing it. And even when we're good at doing it, we still have bad days. We still have meetings where we're like, I couldn't come up with any good questions to ask during that. No harm, no foul. Anything worth doing well is worth doing poorly at first. How do you become a good question asker? You ask questions. Once you've done something for 1,000 hours, you're pretty good at it. You get better at it as you do it more. And so when you think about helping others discover their wants, the first thing that you need to do is study how Jesus did it. And so as you go through these pages and you read these scriptures and these interactions of Jesus with his disciples and Jesus with the people that he met on the street, pay close attention and remember, he's always inside the matrix. He's always inside high grace and high truth as he's diving deeper below the surface and helping people begin to recognize what really might be going on. That's the place where he wants to start discipleship, in your actual reality, not in what you say, not in what you do, but in what you actually want. The starting line for your transformation is in the deepest places of your heart that you maybe not even have started to discover yet. But through the words, works, and wants, and asking the right questions, you can get to a place where you begin to awaken yourself to, gosh, everything I do is connected. Everything I do is connected.